But the thing that's really ugly, besides your instructor, is the list. Ugh. We can do better than that. First, let's get rid of those dang bullets. Why are the bullets there? Because of the LIs. They want bullets. Let's take them away. So we could just target all LIs. And it's a list style that puts those bullets there. There's a default. So let's say list style none. And just like that, no bullets. But what if we had some ULs on the page and we still wanted those to have bullets? What if we wanted to say, I only want to set the list style to none if the LI is inside a DL? Anybody know the selector syntax for targeting an element that is inside another element? Anybody know how to do that? Yes. So DL greater than LI like that? Yep, that's a child selector. So that says an LI that is immediately inside a DL. What if I didn't care if it was immediately inside? What if I didn't care if there were another like div in between the two? Do you know? That would be a space, right. So with a space, that's a descendant. So the LI could be immediately inside the DL, or there could be something in between the two, as long as it's contained inside it. But if we wanted only immediate children of that list, then we would use the greater than sign, a child selector. Why might we want one versus the other? Well, what if inside the DL we had a UL, and we wanted those list items to be bulleted? Then we'd be better off with the child selector like this. Make sure it still works and the bullets don't suddenly reappear. Yeah, all right. How's it look if we put more than one in there? Nah, not great. Let's go ahead and commit this much though. Remove the bullets from the list items. Then what if every other list had a background color? We kind of got a stripey effect so you could tell where one ends and the other begins. That'd be pretty fancy, wouldn't it? Pretty fancy indeed. So we're getting into some kind of crazy advanced CSS stuff here. So Google it if you're interested in learning more, but I'm going to go ahead and do it live. And I'm going to do more to the style sheet tonight and push that. If you're curious and want to look up some of the things I do in it, feel free, but it's not worth taking up too much class time. So to target the list itself, I would say DL, right? Because remember, each new user is an entire new DL. And I want to do something to every other one. So there is something called a pseudo class, which you represent with a colon, called nth of type. And I can say just the even ones. And I'm going to give them a background color of another pretty light gray called white smoke. Let's see what happens. Oh. So every other one, oh, it doesn't even show up there, does it? There's a really, really light gray background there. Let's just temporarily make it blue so it's really obvious. It's going to look ghastly, but okay. Oops. So that also helps us see that really those things need some padding, don't they? So how about we give the DL a little bit of padding? Not just the even ones. All the DLs need a little bit of padding. See how that looks. That's better. Except that black on blue is terrible. I'll change it back to white smoke even though it doesn't really show up on these screens. But do what you like. And every other one has a very light gray background color. I'll stop there with the styling. Style the list. Let's make sure we push. Any questions? All right.